What is going on, fight fans? So one of Tank's coaches, Coach Kenny Ellis, has confirmed that Shakur Stevenson is the guy that they're targeting next after Lomachenko. Lomachenko has 100% pulled out of talks and negotiation with Tank Davis. And now they are moving on, and clearly the path seems to be directly towards Shakur Stevenson. Now, when Kenny Ellis made that statement, Shakur Stevenson posted on Twitter a phone emoji with an arrow pointing at the phone, which means give me a call because I'm trying to make this fight. We've already known that Shakur Stevenson has wanted to make this fight. We've already had indications that Tank Davis has wanted to make this fight. Although Shakur Stevenson has been much more clear, as when he was interviewed in his post-fight interview after fighting Artem Harutyunyan, he basically said Tank by name. He was like, yes, I want Tank. He wasn't doing one of those things which I actually can't stand that a lot of fighters do when they're like, listen, whoever they put in front of me, I'm ready to fight all them guys and all that stuff, and they keep it vague so they can never look like they actually called somebody out. He said, I want Tank. After he fights Lomachenko, there's nowhere else for him to go. They're both at 135. Tank is a 135 world champion. Shakur is a 135 world champion. Let's go ahead and unify. WBA title, WBC title. Let's unify. Let's make it happen. All right. So, Lomachenko, like a lot. One of the funniest things is a lot of people were telling me that I was trying to proclaim that Lomachenko wasn't ducking. First of all, he not fighting Tank. Yeah, that's a duck. Like I don't. But that doesn't bother me because I'm not Team Tank. I'm not, Team Loma. I'm not. I don't care. Like this channel wasn't even built necessarily on boxing content. I just absolutely love boxing. I also have another channel, right? I also have another channel that has over 200 something thousand subscribers. That's a fitness channel. So I don't need to pretend to do anything or be part of an echo chamber. You're literally going to just get my actual thoughts on this channel when it comes to boxing. So unfortunately for you, I'm not going to be the team, whoever team you want me to be, right? My favorite boxer, my favorite active fighter is Shakur Stevenson. And he's just my favorite active fighter. I mean, I can't change that. I love the sport so much. I'm going to have a favorite fighter. The same way when you love, basketball or whatever, any other sport, you're going to have a favorite team. And even if another team wins against that team, you still have super respect for the other team. You still give them their props. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is, right? I'm not going to pretend like I don't have a favorite fighter and then just keep pretending like all of the. No, man, I'm unbiased, of course, but I do have a favorite fighter, and he's my favorite fighter for a reason, right? Because the things that I see in Shakur Stevenson since day one, since even before he went to the Olympics, I was following his journey. But yeah, that's besides the point. In terms of the Lomachenko situation, sure, yes, he is ducking. Like, he's not fighting Tank. He should be fighting Tank. They were getting close in negotiations, but a lot of YouTubers, they'll call this automatically a duck, and then when Lomachenko was in Top Rank with Shakur Stevenson and they were setting that up to happen, Lomachenko decided to take time off of boxing during that time as well, and then a year later fought Kambosos and not Shakur when he decided to come back to boxing. And all these YouTubers who don't like Shakur and love Tank, you could go back. This is the funniest thing to me. When you have a YouTube channel, you're basically putting a footprint of your thought process throughout your entire channel's lifespan. It's not hard to just search on YouTube Loma ducks Shakur Stevenson, or Loma doesn't fight Shakur Stevenson, and put the name of the channels that you guys want to watch. And then what will happen is it'll pop up. And then when you look at the titles and you click the videos and you actually watch the videos, you'll see that they are not consistent. Like, because they don't like Shakur, it's a thing where Shakur is just saying that Lomachenko is ducking, but we don't really know. Like it could have been other things. He's stressing out. He got other things on his mind. It's not that important right now. But I wouldn't say it's a duck. I wouldn't know. But when it happens to a person that is your favorite fighter, right? When it happens to Tank Davis, all of a sudden it's an automatic dunk. That's the thing that y'all not gonna get out of me. Y'all not gonna get this super like affiliation, not even to Shakur Stevenson, right? I gave him a lot of flack for the De Los Santos fight. So y'all not gonna get like this super affiliation stuff where it's just no matter what, I'm going to throw all of my morals out just to keep pushing one narrative because I have to do that because that's how I grew my channel. Unfortunately, for everybody that out there that wants me to do that, I didn't grow my channel that way. So I don't need to do it. I don't even care if the channel grows slowly. Like you never see me saying like, oh, please, subscribe, please do this. You never see me doing that because it is what it is. You want to subscribe? This is the type of talk that you want. Go ahead. We you know what I'm saying? Go ahead. But you're just not gonna get that. You're actually gonna get my real thoughts, not fake thoughts to try to appease a viewership. That's not gonna happen. Anyways, had to vet that because a lot of people just keep coming in my comment section or coming into my Twitter and saying all these different things. It is what it is, but I'm trying to let you know what you can expect from this channel. I think Shakur is ready for this fight. He's clearly made that assertion in the ring, vocally, saying Tank's name specifically. Tank has said that Shakur is on the hit list. Now his coach Kenny Ellis is saying that, okay, well, everybody's saying Tank is ducking Shakur. Well, we'll see because Shakur is next. Hopefully he doesn't duck Tank. So there's no bigger fight for Tank. There's no bigger fight. Devin Haney is not a bigger fight. Devin Haney, unfortunately, just lost to Ryan Garcia. Regardless of the circumstances, that visual is crazy for a lot of people. Teofimo Lopez is not doing better numbers, viewership numbers. Even against Josh Taylor, he's not doing better viewership numbers when Shakur Stevenson is fighting an Artem Haratunian, right? So for Shakur Stevenson to not even necessarily have a dance partner in the way that Teofimo had a dance partner with Josh Taylor, but yet do better numbers by a lot too, in the millions, it is actually shows that there's more star power in Shakur Stevenson. Regardless of what y'all want to say as to why y'all watched Shakur Stevenson, you still watched. Same thing with Floyd. And no matter what, people say, oh no, but we just buying the pay-per-view because we want to see him get knocked out. Who cares? You're still buying the pay-per-view. And that's kind of the same space that Shakur Stevenson is in, where people are watching him because they want to see him lose, or they're watching him to see if he's gonna do better to them, or if he's gonna be boring, or if regardless of the reason, you're still watching, right? So that's the only thing that matters. Can somebody convert you to purchase a pay-per-view or watch a fight? And clearly no one's doing that on TV broadcast more than Shakur Stevenson. So there's no bigger fight for Tank than Shakur Stevenson. It ain't Haney, it ain't Teofimo. It's just Shakur Stevenson. It definitely ain't no Eastside Cruz rematch. So please get that out of there. I hope that's not even in the cards for them. It's just Shakur Stevenson. And the fight is ready right now. I think the fight has the potential to hit over 1 million pay-per-view buys because of the star power of Tank Davis. When Tank is given a good dance partner, he could push numbers, right? For him to do 350,000 with Frank Martin, who's virtually an unknown, when he was sitting at around 250,000 before the Ryan Garcia fight, that means his buying power has gone up. and it's not even Showtime, it's Amazon Prime. So like the purchasing habits had to change, and people still brought it up to 350,000. So I think this fight can go really, really, really high, and it might flirt with over 1 million pay-per-view buys. If he was able to do it with Ryan Garcia at 1.2, I think he could do it with Shakur Stevenson as well, because because Tank, I think, is really the selling point. I think Tank is the one that sold that fight, considering we still do not have the numbers for Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. They still have not released those numbers. I am super curious. Where are those numbers? Like, they don't exist anywhere. So that's insane. There's rumored numbers, but those rumored numbers are just that, rumored numbers. There's no actual numbers. So this is really good to hear that Kenny Ellis is saying this out of his mouth. He's kind of the guy that started the whole thing about Loma's gonna step aside or whatever. But Loma actually stepped aside, right? He actually stepped aside. So now, the lane and the path is clear for Shakur versus Tank. And with him saying that, it's adding more fuel to the fire. People are asking for it now even more. Of course, there are YouTubers that they're like, why you guys want this fight? You don't really think he's gonna win, so why you want it so bad? It's like the fear is you could taste the fear in the air for a lot of Tank fans, because they understand how risky of a fight Shakur Stevenson is and how difficult of a fight. They'll gaslight that he's trash, but they actually deep down inside feel like Shakur Stevenson can get the job done, and they're kind of worried about that, right? That's why Shakur Stevenson fans are super excited about the fight, because they know the possibilities of what Shakur Stevenson could do. Anyways, let me know down in the comment section below, do you think that the fight is actually the next fight that's going to be negotiated between Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson, or do you think Tank Davis is going to go in the opposite direction or a different direction because they want to let the fight marinate even more, which in my opinion will be actually it will be not smart, right? Because anything can happen. He's coming off of a hot knockout. The fight, he's already like big enough, right? 350,000 on his own, basically. And then we have Shakur Stevenson, who's the #1 viewed boxer right now on TV broadcast. Just make the fight happen. Just make the fight happen. I think it's a perfect time right now. Honestly, it's actually a perfect time to do it. He's 3 division champion. Like, nothing's gonna change from now to 2 years from now, 3 years. Nothing's gonna change. Let them fight each other. Let them fight each other. All right, until the next one, guys. Peace out.